Zoom, Discoteco. Zoom, Discoteco.
Pink Panther 2 is a sequel to the 2006 remake of the 1964 classic. But this time round, Steve Martin returns with an excellent bunch of ensemble cast. There is Jeremy Irons, there is Andy Garcia, there is John Cleese, Lily Tomlin in an excellent cameo, and of course our very own Aishwarya Rai.
Greatest detective is back.
Your name?
Cesaro Garas Guardialupi Brancaleo.
Gender Territorial Don Caleo.
Thank you, sir.
The screenplay is by Scott Neustadter, Michael Weber, and Steve Martin himself. But while it's a standard screenplay of a standard Hollywood comic film, it doesn't really stand out like a Pink Panther movie. For example, just like Sholay has a Gabbar and it has a Viru and it has a Jay, and we constantly look forward to that, and it cannot be remade again. I mean, Steve Martin is a fine actor, but we miss Peter Sellers right here. The things to watch out for in the screenplay are the set pieces between Lily Tomlin and Steve Martin, where she tells him how to behave politically correct, and he keeps doing all the wrong things. So those are funny and those are to watch out for.
Good one. Thank you.
Fire! Leave this to me! I will teach you who is a karate master.
The cast of Pink Panther 2 is actually a dream team. It's an ensemble star cast comprising of some of the finest actors that Hollywood has seen. Of course, Steve Martin once again plays Inspector Jacques Clouseau, John Cleese plays the Chief Inspector, and there are standout performances from Emily Mortimer. There is Alfred Molina, who's very good, he's worth a mention. There's Andy Garcia, who plays Andy Garcia, an Italian mobster. And then of course there is Jean Reno, who plays a French character, like he always does. Of course, we cannot forget our very own Aishwarya Rai playing Sonia Salandris.
The world's greatest detective is back.
Your name?
Cesaro Garas Guardialupi Brancaleo.
Gender Territorial Don Caleo.
Some of the performances here are worthy of a mention, especially that of Steve Martin. As Inspector Jacques Clouseau, we have to mention him first. You know, Steve Martin is a very fine actor, he's very funny, he's hilarious, but the moment you compare him to Peter Sellers, he's the one who loses out, because he's very good as Steve Martin, but as Peter Sellers, I don't know. And finally, the one reason why we all want to watch Pink Panther 2, for Aishwarya Rai. She looks beautiful as ever on screen, and she has a presence. She takes your breath away when she comes on screen. But there's one complaint. There's just not enough of her in the film. The director of Pink Panther 2 is Harold Zwart. The direction is pretty standard, expected of a big budget movie like this with a big star cast. It's good, but it could have been better.
Camera, 1001, 1002, 1003.
I'm under instruction to reassign you. I need... What? What?
Or recess, or perhaps with its ferocious agility, clinging.
The film is mainly shot in Europe, which is why it has a very rich European look and feel about it, especially the set pieces in France, Rome, in London. Otherwise it is pretty standard. For die-hard Pink Panther fans, this movie is a must-watch. But for the younger generations who haven't been exposed to Peter Sellers, maybe a first time will get them hooked, So I suggest go and see it.
My karate?
We love it!
Good one. Thank you.
My rating for Pink Panther 2, 2.5 stars.
Legendary Pink Panther diamond has been stolen.
Ever. Now he's assembling an international dream team.
Your name?
Cenzuro Caras Guardialupi Brancaleo.
The two Bollywood releases this week are Siddharth the Prisoner and Kisse Pyar Karoon. Siddharth the Prisoner is one of those movies that go to the art circuits, make it to all the festivals, are clapped for its performances, but honestly speaking, I wonder what they do to our multiplex audiences.
तेरे को भी दूं क्या?
बहुत पैसा, क्या करोगे इतने पैसे?
In a nutshell, the core of the movie is actually a very noble thought. It says that you are actually free only if you're free from all desires. But somewhere along the way, the plot loses its way about this one man who's released from prison and is trying to regain his life and how he goes about it. But somewhere the movie is slow, it drags, and it also puts you to sleep. Siddharth the Prisoner may be an award-winning movie, but unfortunately, my rating for it is 1 star.
तो आपका ब्रीफकेस गुम हो गया।
मुझे मेरा पैसा 2 दिन में वापस चाहिए, 2 दिन में, ठीक है? चल।
Another smaller Bollywood release this week was Kisse Pyar Karoon. Take a look.
I would like to raise a few questions. What were the director and writer thinking when they wrote the script of Kisse Pyar Karoon? Kisse Pyar Karoon is directed by Ajay Chandok. The film casts Arshad Varsi, Ashish Chaudhary, Aarti Chhabria, Udita Goswami, Yash Tong, Shweta Menon, Ashish Vidyarthi, Shakti Kapoor and others. It is produced by Balagiri under the banner of GV Films. The story revolves around 3 best friends, Sid, John and Amit. Their life is full of fun, frolic and adventure, but it takes a twist when John meets Sheetal. Three inseparable friends go through the ups and downs of life together when one of them falls for a beautiful siren. But the belle has other designs, and soon the other two friends, Arshad and Yashtong, find out that she's after money and not love. Moreover, she tries to separate the friends who fight back to save themselves from her wicked clutches and her schemes. But is friendship more important than love? Kisse Pyar Karoon rests on an outdated concept, something that might have worked ages back. You should have nerves of steel to bear this film. It's hard to believe that a potentially fine actor like Arshad Varsi, who snatched all prestigious awards for his splendid performance in Munna Bhai, even accepted this role. The remaining actors are mechanical. On the whole, Kisse Pyar Karoon is a terrible film in all aspects. It won't be wrong to say that Kisse Pyar Karoon is a harmless entertainer for the same day releases. We at Zoom will give this waste of time comedy movie 1 star.
आप थोड़ा सा पॉपकॉर्न खाइए, मैं थोड़ा सा पानी पीता हूँ. I'll be right back.